Alright, what is up y'all? We are here today for PCL Season 2 Draft Analysis. Now, I've been looking forward to the season for a very long time because we had a hell of a lot of fun in Season 1, and a bunch of our friends are in there. We have the whole kind of like Yeet Squad brothers in there with JB and Austin and Brendan and Sock. We got some brothers in there, and then I guess Di is like my niece, so that works. But yeah, so we have 12th pick out of 16, which isn't necessarily great because there's about 11 broken ass things. So of course, with me having 12th pick, I'm gonna not get the thing, but it's fine. It's whatever. And look at this. I actually made slides, guys. Check me out. I'm doing real shit. We out here grinding. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But with my first pick, I was actually able to pick up Protein Greninja, which is a fantastic mon. It gives me access to spikes, gives me momentum, gives me T-spikes, gives me stab on whatever button I want to fucking click. And you know what Greninja does. It's a Greninja, and it's protein, and it's cool, and its name is going to be Froppy, because weebs. And, well, that name's actually subject to change. I might name it some other stuff throughout the season, but for now, we're going to go with Froppy, and that's Protein Grin. I'm going to try to keep these relatively short, because, like, I don't know, if you're watching my channel, you're either here because, like, I'm funny occasionally, or you're here to watch me be bad at mons. So either way, you shouldn't really give a fuck about the information anyways, right? So, Greninja, that's Froppy, and it has decent stats. It's fast as hell. That was very loud, but it's fast as hell. I think people forget that its attack stat is only 8 points lower than its special attack stat, so with everything being stab, it does actually hit pretty damn hard. Now, next was something that I tried to take last year and ended up having to settle for Excadrill, and then ended up getting Sand, which weather's not really my fucking playstyle, guys, let me tell you. But we were actually able to pick up Garchomp. Now, this name is hilarious, and I'm gonna wait till week 1 or week 2, whenever I decide to bring Garchomp, is whenever we're gonna unveil this name, because I'm gonna oh man, I might not be in this league much longer, but Garchomp is a great mon. So now, with me having spikes and T-spikes with Greninja, this gives me a Stealth Rock mon, gives me a Dragon type, gives me another above base 100 mon, and Garchomp has some fantastic stats, man. That HP is sneaky high, so along with the 95-85 bulk, it's pretty decent. And then 80 special attack is good enough to be able to hit those ×4 weak mons with Fire Blast or whatever, you know. Maybe we'll drop an occasional Draco, we'll see, I don't know. But Garchomp's a great mon, man. I've always wanted to use it, never gotten the chance to, so now it's going to be my chance, you know. Next, at this point in the draft, a lot of fairies are being taken, and even though I felt like I shouldn't have taken this at the moment, I wanted it, and I wanted it is really my only argument here. So over on 3, we took Sylveon, but man, if you've watched me play draft at all, you know I fucking love Sylveon, man. 65 base defense. It's way bulkier than that. Like, it's weird that its attack and defense are the same stat, and you're like, well, I think there's no fucking attack, but with bald max defense, man, you won't even fucking, you'll be just fine. Slap Wish on that bad boy, slap Hyper Voice on that bad boy, you're good to go, man. Fucking Sylveon is a great mon. Now, Sylveon's one of those mons that I have a couple different names for, so it'll probably change over the season, but as of right now, because Sylveons are like 88% male, but they're pink as fuck, it's going to be called Princess, so that's just Princess. Sometimes it might be Bruce 6 Jenner, because the whole same concept, but we'll see. We'll fucking see. This thing, it's going to become a staple on Shayquaza Draft League teams. It's just such a good bulky pivot. It's amazing. I love Sylveon. End of story. Next, this mon I kind of thought I should have taken before Sylveon, but like I said, those fairies were going fast, man. So I went ahead and picked up Entei. Entei's one of those mons I've never been able to use because it always gets taken around before I'm able to take it, you know? So it's like Infernape goes, I'm like, fuck, well that's the fire type I wanted, well maybe I'll get Entei. And then Entei goes, and Arcanine goes, and I have to take fucking Pyroar last round. Lol. But Entei is going to be amazing. I fucking love me some Entei. This thing gets fucking Calm Mind. This thing gets Natural Gift. This thing gets Banded Sacred Fire. 115 HP. Holy dumb fuck, man. This thing's a good mon. Its special attack is usable as hell. So Calm Mind is going to be decent. Decent, I believe. and you know, it's Entei. You slap a choice band on it, you click Sacred Fire the first few turns, and then you clean up late game with E-Speed, and everything is all fucking fine and dandy. That's just Entei things. Now, this name I fucking had on it for since I was young and immature, but I refused to change it. So this is Hentei, the Entei, and yeah, that's the yeah, okay. So next, I needed a grass type. I wanted to make sure, for sure skis, like I hunted, that I got some good spike stacking options, multiple setters of both kinds, as many as I can, basically. So I went ahead and got Roserade. Now, we already have spikes and T-spikes on Grin. Now we have spikes and T-spikes on this thing as well, and then we have rocks on Garchomp, and it's looking fan-fucking-tastic, I'll tell you that. Last season, my only hazards were rocks, and it really, really hindered the way I like to play the game. So I'm hoping with all these different setters, you know, your boy can click some spikes on some switches and whatnot, and then we can drop fucking Leaf Dracos whenever necessary, and it's going to be a grand old time. Now, Roserade is a great mon. That special attack, man, 125, that thing is hitting hard as fuck. Especially defensive as well, 105 is not bad, 60 HP leaves a little bit to be desired, but 90 speed is just fast enough to be able to outspeed all those bulky things, and then you know, it's just fast enough to be a Scarfer as well, so if that ever needs to happen, it will. Now, well, I was sitting there trying to think of this fucking Roserade nickname, and my buddy Pat always calls it lesbian haircut, but I thought we could go a level deeper with this shit, so I was trying to think of famous lesbians, and upon doing a little research, the nickname Ruby Roserade popped up, and it's 12 characters, will fit on Wi-Fi, fucking kismet, my guy. Let's do it. Ruby Roserade, the Roserade. And yeah, man, I love Roserade. That's a great one. So far, my team is like, it's not one of the most threatening teams that like so far, but I think it's being it's pretty me, mostly just because there's a Sylveon. But I don't know. I think it's gonna mesh together well here so far. So next, I was like, I have all these spikers and rockers, well, one rocker, and I figured I could use a rapid spinner. I don't really like to get defoggers, like especially because hazard stack, so I wanted a good spinner. I also needed a fighting type, and I kind of burned myself out on Hitmontop, so we went ahead and picked up Hitmonlee, the more offensive of the two, and with Tapu Spam, obviously this guy is going to be pretty fucking good. Go ahead and get that nice Unburden boost. Could also be Reckless High Jump Kick, which 90% of the time, that just nabs you a KO. Like, holy fuck. This is also a little bit below that 90 base speed level, which is pretty clean, and the Spadef on this guy's not bad at all, like, honestly. Excuse me. But, McBadbat here, the Hitmonlee, is going to be a great mon, and it's a mon that I've used time and time again. And it gets, like, just enough coverage to be able to pretty much break through most things, you know? With like knock, close combat, EQ, Stone Edge, yada yada yada, and then it gets some priority as well, Mach Punch, Fake Out, stuff like that. Vacuum Wave if you're a man, and I like Hitmonlee, man. McBadbat, if you get the reference, you've obviously seen Fairly Odd Parents, and you are probably a pretty fucking cool guy. Next, this was a mon that I've never drafted before, but because of the people that I play Pokemon with the most, I've used this thing too many goddamn times. We went ahead and picked up Uxie, and this is one bulky bitch, man. This is a nice slow, well, I say slow because like you never have any defense or speed investment, but it's actually pretty fast. So we got a relatively slow U-turn. It got rocks. It gets momentum. It gets memento, which is kind of momentum, you know. As a psychic type, it obviously gets pretty decent coverage. It gets stuff like Heal Bell, gets stuff like Knock Off, all kinds of fun stuff, man. I don't want to just read you the moveset from Showdown because you're not stupid, but, well, I don't know, you might be a little stupid. Don't listen to me, man. Why are y'all still listening to me, man? It's almost 2019. Y'all still out here listening to me. But yeah, I like Uxie. I think it's going to be a nice bulky pivot on the team, right there alongside Sylveon, and right now my team is looking like, a lot of turn and no volt. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like 100% turn and no volt, even though there's only 2 U-turn mods, but whatever. So next, like I was talking about, I wanted to get a bulky water, but I wanted to get something more low tier, and then I also needed an electric type. Rotom Wash was never making it to me. I actually don't really like Rotom Wash as well. I don't know why I don't like it, but I just don't. Probably from Gen 6 when I was on every team. But, oh, also, Uxie's gonna be named Brain, because obviously, Brain's gotta poop. And he's pretty much all. Look, Uxie is fucking 70% brain. Look at that man. But, yeah. Anyways, next is Lantern. We picked up fucking Lantern. Shout out to JB for the nickname. This boy is Motel 6, and he's looking fat as fuck. 125 base HP is nothing to fuck around with. So even though his defense and special defense are kind of lackluster, it really does make up for it. I can run Assault Vest if I want to be retarded, and it gives me another Heal Bell one. I think it gets Heal Bell, right? Is it possible that Lantern gets Heal Bell? Yeah, it does get Heal Bell, of course. And then, you know, Slow Volt, obvious water type coverage and stuff like that. And it's just it just looks like something that my team kind of needed, because it's like, this team is basically like super fucking offensive things are just bulk, you know? And then obviously there's some of the mons on the team like Entei and Garchomp that have natural bulk, but they're usually going to be ran offensively. I might run, you might catch me out here running fucking Rough Rocky Chomp, but we'll see. But yeah, so this is another thing that I wanted. Like I was saying, I was trying to get, wanted to do offensive water type plus bulky or low tier water type, and this looked like a pretty good way to do that. And since Greninja has protein, you know, it's barely a water type. It's fucking barely a water type. So that's Lantern, Motel 6. I love that name. Volt Absorb, Water Absorb. You get the fucking general jizz of the situation. Second to last, we have Palosand, aka Gutta Beach, because it's going to be the shiny version. He's got that black sand. That's a clean ass shiny, honestly. And Gutta Beach, Palosand, I just sighed at my own nickname. What the fuck? It's one of those mons that I've never got to use, but it's a relatively new mon, so it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's got decent HP, got decent defenses. The ability is kind of, I don't really see the ability helping me very many times, but it might come in clutch a time or two. Yeah, man, Shadow Ball, fucking Earth Power. It's a spin blocker. It also gets reliable recovery. It can do toxic stuff. It can just sit there and be a beach, basically. Also another Stealth Rocker, which is cool. So now we have 3 Stealth Rockers and 2 Spikers and 2 T-Spikers, and that is looking clean as hell, because I love me some Hazard Attack. So yeah, man, Gutta Beach looking nice and clean. So last but not least, excuse me, let me get a little bit of water before this boy. Last but not least, we have LB, the Mega Beedrill. And holy shit, it has been so long since I've used Mega Beedrill. I am so excited to use this adaptability boosted boy. Not only is this thing just offensive as hell, man. It's 150 base attack with adaptability. I can just click U-turn and stuff just fucking dies. You don't see, that's the thing about Mega Beedrill. You don't get momentum with Mega Beedrill because everything you U-turn on just dies, and then they get the switch advantage. But adaptability does not play around. Its abilities before evolving don't fucking do anything. But it does get some cool moves. Obviously, it gives access to Swords Dance if I'm feeling ballsy. Maybe. It also gets Defog, and it also gets Toxic Spikes. So add this as the 3rd T-Spiker of the team, and it's looking kind of clean, guys. That's a pretty damn, man, like, I don't want to say it's a good team. Like, I enjoy the team, and it might be missing some things, but I really like the team. I think it's pretty neat. I think I'm gonna be comfortable with it, and I think it's gonna be a great season. Like I said, I don't want to drag this out too long, but I also don't want it to be 1 minute long. But yeah, that's gonna. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's another mon in there. Okay, that's 10. So what could I be forgetting? It's oh shit, motherfucker! You know we got Kartana. Another year of Kartana thumbnails. Oh my god, I fucking love Kartana. Holy dumb fuck. It's so much fun to use, man. This year, it's not going to be a Kame though. It's going to be flat Stanley because we kind of, you know, we've been calling it that in the Heat Squad. But Kartana is an offensive powerhouse, man. 181 attack does not fuck around. It gets just enough coverage to be able to break through most things. And if you slap a Z move on that bitch, which I did, if I'm not mistaken, then it basically just gets a kill. And a kill means a beast boost, and a beast boost means another kill, and you know, one thing leads to another. And it's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I fucking love Kartana. Sock said he was going to take Kartana. He asked me very politely, and then very rudely, and then very politely again not to take Kartana. I gave him my word that I wouldn't, and then he took Dialga round 1, and he said fuck Kartana. So I decided that I was definitely taking fucking Kartana. So this will be our meme for the season. Again, we'll put this bitch in the thumbnail. Call it here, boys. Every single thumbnail is gonna have a Kartana on it. I don't care if it comes to the game. I don't care if it doesn't get a kill. I don't care if it gets sacked. I don't care if it's Calm Mind. It's gonna be on that goddamn thumbnail. You heard it here first, kids. PCL Season 2. Peep it. Bye forever.